All righty. I have no idea at what point everybody lost me. I lost you. I lost my internet service, so I just shut off my Wi Fi and have gone to 5G. Hopefully, that's going to keep us going. Lovely internet at hotels, right? Isaac, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you perfectly. Yeah, you broke out pretty quickly, actually. Right around when Karen started talking about what she was going to get into with Ryan, I think after that we couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, it's so annoying. Well, Karen, great job. Let keep us informed of what you're playing. I hate the space cutout. Um, but great run for sure. That was awesome. How annoying spaces are sometimes, just how flippin' annoying.
I'm
Uh,
telling you, they got to come up with something better for all this stuff. They
Good
really do.
God, it's so bad. Hey, Barry, welcome. Go ahead, buddy.
What kind of scam you running here? Three times? What kind of space is this? Congratulations, Garrett, on your cash and your deep run. Proud of you. Also, I guess I have to confess to my sins. Since I can't see on the left, but I go to the bathroom, sometimes all I see is the MEN. I don't see the W and the O until I already passed the, the threshold and I hear screaming. So then I turn around and run out. But, it's always by accident. I wonder why there's no line.
Oh, Barry coming in hot with the lady bathroom jokes at the WSOP. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I hate spaces sometimes and I love them most of the time, but when it comes to the tech issues, it's really getting old. Like I try to tag you guys, my co-hosts in posts. I can't even do that. I finally just gave up, and it's terrible. Like every time you try to I just tried to even post that, hey, you guys, I'm crashing in the chat. It wouldn't let me do that because I was crashing. And oh, yeah, yeah, it's
I
so
mean, sometimes you
frustrating.
just got to take the rug and let it be what it
Ooh,
be. Trust me, like we clown about it a lot in Web3 spaces because it happens a lot. It does happen a lot. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this is all leading to Elon telling you you need Starlink in order for spaces to work correctly or some crazy shit like that. But we'll just wait for that
probably not.
announcement till it comes.
You're probably not wrong. You are probably not wrong. I want to give a little shout out to Poppy. Had his birthday yesterday. I forgot to say it on air. We love us some Poppy, aka Joey Ingram. So I hope he had a good birthday for sure. Isaac, if you have some casino history and you want to get it queued up, that would be
I got
great.
you. Give
Sherry,
it.
I sent you a message. Check it out.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
And we want to hear about your tournament too, Sherry. You were about to tell us, and then the you the space died.
Then we crashed. Let's see. I played for those that have followed along for the last year. I came in second place in that ladies warm up event the day I arrived last year. Well, I wanted to play it this year and maybe get first place, right? So um, I went. It was quite a. I don't know. I guess I'm just not living right now because everything is like taking extra effort to accomplish right now, as far as doing stuff for the space, doing stuff for my poker, and I'm not really complaining. It's just getting old. Like, can I just like walk up, pay, and go get my seat? No. So first of all, I saw a tweet yesterday from Kevin Mathers saying that the ladies warm up event was going to be in the Normandy province, one of those rooms, which is, if anybody knows the horseshoe, it's the escalator by the Hall of Fame poker room. And it's at the front of the building, with total opposite side of where you go to Paris or horseshoe ballrooms to play the WSOP. So I saw that tweet. I'm like, okay, cool. As a matter of fact, I had forgot it was Tuesday. I didn't even announce that tournament yesterday on air because I forgot it was Tuesday and it was that night because that's one I've been promoting all summer long because it's hard to find on the schedule. So anyway, I go up to the third floor. Well, they don't have a cage there, so I asked the security guard, um, "Is the only cage? like, where am I going to buy in at? And she said, oh, the only cashiers are down on the first floor. I'm like, okay, cool. So then as I'm going down the escalator, I'm like, wait a minute. I think that the cage for this side was actually on the second floor, and I had went up to the third floor. And so I went to and sure enough, there was a cage there. So I went up to the cage, want to buy in for the ladies warm up. And the lady goes, oh, you do realize that it's not here, it's over in Paris. And I said, are you sure? Can you look it up? And she goes, I can as soon as you if you still want to buy in. I go, yeah, I'll still buy in no matter where it's at. So she puts it in. She goes, oh, yeah, it's definitely at Paris. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, I was already running a few minutes late, which no problem. I was getting stuff done. No problem. I was running a few minutes late. So it was probably about 5 after 6. She goes to me, oh, you have to um, open your app for me to register you. So of course I start laughing because over the last 2 weeks I've had issues with that app, and I've actually had to reset my password probably 5 or 6 times. So much so that I've written a note on my phone with the new password, because it's been such a pain in the ass that I'm like, I don't even know what my password is anymore. And my phone's not saving the password for some reason. So anyway, so I start to laugh and I said, well, what are we going to do if I can't log in? She goes, well, let's just try it. And of course, I can't log in. And I even pull up the note on my phone and show the lady, I go, look, you're going to follow me with the password. And I, do it so you can see the password as I'm entering it. And guess what? It won't take the password. So she said, look, I'll just send you a request for a new password and we'll just reset it. I'm like, okay, fine. Give me a pencil and paper so I can write down what we're doing. Um, so she sends me a thing. We pull up my email that she just sent me with a code to put in. We go back to the app. There's nowhere for me to enter the code. We go back to the email. There's no link there for me to go to follow to enter the code. She's like, well, that's really weird. Yeah, exactly. So she
That's
asked
really
this other
weird.
lady, yeah, so this yeah, so she asked this other lady for help, and of course she's like, well, I don't know, just go back to the screen on the app and request a code. So we go back to the screen, request forgot your password code. I get another email, right? Go back to my email. That comes up, a new email, but the first email that she sent me with the first code has disappeared. And I showed the screen to her. I said, look, what happened to the email you sent me with the first code? And she goes, oh, wow, that's really weird. I don't know where it went. And I'm like, exactly. So you see the frustration as a consumer is having when the email you just sent me has now disappeared. Like, why? So anyway, so we get my password set, and now they need to take a picture of my driver's license, and the camera won't work on the machine that they have that they use to take a picture. So now that's like another 5 minute ordeal trying to get the picture of my ID. So we get the picture of my ID, and the lady looks at me and she goes, I'm really sorry. She goes, but you're right. This is a shit show. You're in a shit show with this app. And I go, yeah, I really am. And then I said, but I want to show you that, there was a tweet by, Kevin's like the guru of information for the WSOP. I want you to know I'm not crazy. And so I showed her the tweet where he says that it's over in one of those two rooms. And she goes, oh, yeah, that's wrong. It's at Paris. It's definitely at Paris. And so I go, okay. So finally, 20, 30 minutes later, I'm finally leaving the booth with my ticket bought and go over to Paris, get in my seat. Now I'm a little frustrated at the last half an hour of my life. So I'm like, okay, put some music on, calm down, let it go. It's not a big deal. You're here now. As I'm getting my earplugs out, my earphones out, these ladies at the table are talking about the germs. Oh my God. Does anybody have a handy wipe? It looks like there's dandruff or something on the table. We need to wipe it up. And I'm like, okay, I have to turn the music on loud because honestly, if we're going to talk about germs at the WSOP for the next 6 hours, I'm out. And so I go in my purse and I get, and they're so afraid of germs, but they're not equipped with anything to clean them up. So I reach in my purse and hand them a handy wipe so they can clean up whatever they're complaining about. And so I'm, trying to get my earphones in, and now here comes a guy walking by, and he obviously has a bloody nose because he's holding his nose. The routine when you see somebody with a bloody nose, how they're holding their nose. Oh my God, you would have thought that there was, the end of the earth. Oh my God, he's got a bloody nose, the germs. He's going to go over and sit at a table and touch his chips. No concern for the man's health. Like, do we need to call somebody to help him? Or does anybody have any spare tissue that we can give him until he can get some help? No, 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 no. They're concerned that he's going to touch poker chips. People are just have lost their minds. But anyway, so I put my earplugs in, very happily listen to this amazing music. And I go to my WSOP app because I want to enter my chip stack. Not working. Not working. I am stuck on the screen that shows the beautiful graphic of WSOP with the chips flying around. I am stuck on that screen for 45 minutes. And I tweet about it. And God bless Kevin Mathers, who comes over to see me and says, "What is going on?" He said, "Please tell me what's." And so I show him my phone. He goes, "How long has it been like that?" And I told him, and I said, "I have reset it. I've gone in and out of the app. I've, logged in, logged out, logged in, all that stuff. And I can't get past this. And I'm concerned because when they start bringing it down tables, I won't be able to get my new seat assignment. Like, you are married to that app for your seat assignments." And so he's like, "Okay, first of all, if it's ever locked up like this and you can't, and this is information I definitely want to pass on, if you are switching tables and your app's not working, make sure you ask the dealer at the table that you're leaving for your new seat assignment." So that is very good to know, people. So anyway, I've already made this story way too long. Um, and this is the help I needed. And I want you guys to think about this for a minute, this situation for a minute. And I want everybody's opinion on what I should or should not have done. So, and by the way, I finished 34th out of 214 for those that were asking. But okay, so blinds are at 10K, 20K, and it is time to go hand to hand. Magic number to get in the money is 33. We are at 34. I am first to act, so I will be in the big blind the very next hand. I have 15K in chips, so not even a big blind and an ante. Okay. I look down at ace 5 offsuit. What should I do?
I mean, considering, probably fold.
Okay. ASG, I know you're working this morning, but if you can, do you have any comment?
Sorry, you
Can you
weren't.
say it one more time,
You
Sherry?
have.
Okay, I will. ASG, what did you ask?
Yeah. How many blinds? What position was?
Okay. So I have 15,000 in chips. The blinds are 10 and 20,000, 10, 20, 20. We are now starting hand to hand. I am first to act, which means I'll be in big blind the very next hand, and I have ace 5 offsuit.
And you have less than one big ticket, right?
Well, I have a bit I have one big I have a 1.5 big blind.
I think that's a shove, isn't
Are
it?
there?
Yeah, you gotta shove it
Yeah.
in because the,
Yeah.
the neck, the next hand is random 7-3 offsuit, and you're gonna be against both the blinds. So at least you have an ace this hand, and you can't get a walk because the big blind has you covered. You only have 15. He's getting changed.
You
So
always got to shove an ace when you have one big. I feel like no matter
Yeah, I'm
what, you
shoving.
know.
I'm definitely shoving because unless there's somebody at my if I have knowledge that somebody else that's somehow shorter than me, and without and that's probably not likely. Yeah, I'd have to shove that because you're not gonna get better next hand probably.
I have a question,
And
Sherry.
go
When
ahead.
you went out, did anybody else go out?
Well, let me finish the story. So I looked down at ace five and I'm like, I'm in. Like, I'm not taking a chance on my big blind hand, right? I am in. I have an ace. At least, that's a good start. And so I shove all in. And guess what? There's an all in at two other tables as well. And so two of us go out. And here we are. So we tied, and so we split the min cash, and we both made $1 on our $150 buy-in.
So that's what I
Oh.
was asking. Some places won't allow you to, but if you can, sometimes I try to get up and kind of stop.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
yeah. Let me tell you something that the pit boss did. The TD did before we started that hand. He stopped play to say we're going hand to hand, blah blah blah, and he goes, and nobody is going to get out of their seat. He said, absolutely nobody's getting out of their seat. And we were like, okay. We're like, and then he's
darn.
like, and if somebody's all in at your table, do not turn the hands over until I come over and tell you to do so. Because so normally I'm listening to the other tables to see if anyone else is all in, right? And you couldn't even, I had no idea the other two tables had all ins too. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Barry.
Oh, sorry, Barry. I was just gonna say
it,
real quick. Yeah, sometimes they won't let you do it, but real quick before Barry goes, at Aria, yeah, they didn't care. So we were all just getting up and stalking the other tables. We were hand for hand forever when we were two away. But anyway, go ahead, Barry.
yeah, usually at the World Series they stop it at 2 away, and then they just keep taking 2 minutes off the clock. They play one hand, they take 2 minutes off the clock, and they keep doing that over and over until the bubble bursts.
Yeah, so people don't
Yeah, and
stall
they did.
forever and shit.
Right. And they didn't do that this time, Barry. They waited till we were actually on the bubble. Because you're right. That last year they were doing two away. Absolutely. And it may be because then we could tell what was going on. I don't know. But I was like, damn it, should I have waited and just taken a chance of my big blind because the other two tables had one? But no, I have to play it. I have to
Well,
go
you're
for
being
it.
results orientated, you know. Like if you
Yeah.
didn't know that it was going to go down like that, and I feel like that's a shove 100% of the time.
I
Like
agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
it's
did
not
too.
even close. Like I
I
don't
agree with
think.
what Ryan's saying. Like if you had known about the other, then yeah, it's a different play. But you didn't know, so you took the information you had. I think you did the right thing too.
Well, I just needed to pick some brains because I'm like, damn it, if I would have just went with my big blind, but then I'm like, no, you've got an ace there, you've got to shove there. You really don't have a choice. Like unless someone else is all in at the other table, then
Then you
yeah,
get dealt
maybe
3-10
you fold
offsuit
it.
next hand, and then you're fucking all in with that. You know, like forced all in. That's how
But
that
then the
goes.
board comes 10-10-3
Right,
though. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. Sure.
Okay, but let me ask you this: doesn't anybody want to know what she had?
Of course.
She had ace three and hit a three on the turn.
What? Oh, that's fucked. You thinking you're gonna at least get a chop there? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, under the gun is under the gun, right? But
Oh, I was
Well, you
shot
cash
dead.
for
but
sure then for the full amount, right? If you just chop that hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Win or chop.
Yep.
but if you had
Yep.
held, let's say you hadn't gone into that hand, and then how many people went out, right? A couple people went out, then that means you would have hit a pay jump. So there is that to consider. But
Nah, there's no pay jumps for at least 10 spots in those kind of
No,
tournaments.
Yeah.
she just hit a. She just would have got the full min cash instead of having to
I
split
would.
it.
Yeah.
hey, that's still a come up.
But did you know? Was there people at other tables that? Or you couldn't get up and look, right?
Yeah, we didn't know there were two other
Well,
all-ins.
and who
Like
knows?
one at
Who
each of
knows
the
how
other
many
two.
bigs they have too? They could have
Exactly.
had 7 bigs and got all in or whatever. You know, it's not like they were as
Yep.
short as you. Like who knows?
Yep. yep,
Because you
to
were
all
on
of that.
fumes, Sherry. Not even, you know.
Sounds like a tough spot, honestly. So I think you did the
I'm
best
going to
you
tell you,
could.
well, and thank you. And I'm going to tell you, I am happy I got my money back, right? Because I was short stacked for most of the day. I just could never spin it up. I could never gain momentum. We had this lady. She was, and if she didn't win the tournament, I would be surprised. She was basically any two cards were winning for her. Like she could do no wrong. She got, it was crazy the shit she was doing at that table and just win, win, win. And she was definitely on a sun run and God bless her. But I just couldn't go gain any momentum. Like Karen talked about being short stack. I am, very good at short stack management as well, Karen. But anyway, that was a long story about a lot of nothing. So, but I am glad I did get my money back for sure. That is a win in itself, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, getting back even is what it's all about. If you don't win, at least getting your money back is always what it's about.
Yeah, I'm good with being even. Anything
Well,
but
that's a
losing, you
win.
got.
To me, when I go to the casino, if
Yeah.
I break even, I consider that a win. Honestly.
Well,
Seriously, though, seriously.
the expression, I hope I break even, I need the money.
Yes. Right? It's so true. Listen, you guys, I went into that poker.org Legends Lounge. Did you go in it yet?
No.
Okay, highly recommend it. Um, it was fabulous last year, but they have added so much to it this year. It's amazing. Like when you walk in there, you really think you're like at a speakeasy or something. They have free drinks and snacks, and they're giving away water bottles and other swag throughout the day. And um, only thing is, you need to be a member of the poker.org website. So do that ahead of time so you don't have to stand there and do it to get in there. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to get the app or to get into their lounge, and it's worth it. It's a great place to meet up with people if you want to have a quick meeting or see somebody you haven't seen in a while. um, and they have some, I think, backgammon boards, chess boards, and other stuff that you can chill out and have some relaxing time. So
That's a good
definitely
place to
recommend.
transfer money, like with people too. If you're gonna like give someone some money, you don't have to
Yes.
do it like in the open.
Yes. And they're going to have different, let me see if I could pull it up. They're going to have different events as the time goes on. I kind of spoke about it the other day. I know I took a screenshot, but I don't know when. It may be a long time ago, but hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so June 7th or 27th, Jen Shahadi is going to do a chess challenge. Then on June 29th, the WPA is going to have a championship watch party. So that's watching the final table of the ladies' event. And then Joe Stapleton's going to do a book signing. There's going to be some stand up comedians, including Joe, Caitlin, Adam Johnson, Clayton Fletcher. There's going to be some book signings as the week or days go on, including Jonathan Little on July the 10th, Alexander Fitzgerald, who of course gave us some of his books for our last or not this past meetup game, but the fourth meetup game. He'll be doing a book signing on July the 3rd. Werewolf Night, if you play that game, is on July the 2nd. So they're going to have a lot of stuff. I know Craig is doing some breathing and exercises every morning, meditation. So I think that goes on at maybe 10 or 11 in the morning. So check out their website for that full schedule. Go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, I was looking at this tweet from Brewer, I want to say. Yeah, I think.
Oh shit! About Chewy.
Yeah, about Chewy, right?
Yeah,
And it's funny because I've studied a lot of that, right? Before poker, and I find it so interesting. So who was it? Was it DMC when he came in here when he won that Satty? He
right,
was kind of touching on the same like topic.
right.
It's so true though. Like all of that
Well,
preparation
okay.
is so powerful.
Okay, so let's and I was reading it this morning and I was like, "Oh, this is really deep." For those that don't know, Chewy came out and did a quite lengthy tweet about uh, how do you even say it? Like kinetics or uh, like your aura and how to embrace your aura and your own the electricity your own body provides and how to get in tune and be intuitive. And am I hitting on that right, Isaac? Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Okay.
comedic. A lot of
Yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, and being mindful and present and in the moment and Chris Brewer came out and was kind of I don't know, I don't say bashing it, but kind of
I think
counter
he was trolling it. That's what I think he was more than
trolling it.
anything.
Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, and so and honestly, I think there is something to it for sure. I don't necessarily think that what Chewy is um what Chewy, like the path Chewy's taking with it, I don't think I'm on board with the path he's taking with it. I think I never think anything is too far one way and extreme. And I feel like he's kind of getting extreme with it. I do believe that there is something there. I just don't think it's as extreme as he is saying. Go ahead.
Well, funny enough, there is some interesting research that kind of backs some of this stuff. You ever heard of the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats?
No.
Okay, well, there used to be a CIA program that had a lot to do with remote viewing, right? And in that program, they actually scientifically figured that you can, through like emotional intelligence, tune your intuition to do certain things, right? Now, I mean, Chewie might be a little more the extreme version of that, but I don't think so. I think it's just, it's his path because he's more into intuition and spirituality, right? So maybe it just helps him and he, you know, logics it out like this.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I got some stuff I can shoot over to you, share some like TLDR
No,
versions of this stuff.
uh,
So you don't have to
I
like,
don't need it. I said I believe in it. I don't need it. I said I believe in it. I just don't think it's to the extreme that he's representing. Is my point.
oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
believe
no,
in it because
definitely,
I think that
definitely.
I think that I use it myself. I think I'm very intuitive. Um,
Well, I've always thought women are naturally gifted with that. So,
yeah, I think I am very intuitive, and I think I have worked on that my whole life and tuning into that. But what I'm saying is, I do believe in it. I just think that he's taking it to the extreme, and I'm not there with that.
well, Chewy seems like he's probably taking a few psychedelics here and there. I'm sure I'm pretty sure that has some stuff to do with it.
Uh,
Not
and
No
honestly,
way.
I don't even want to dismiss it as that, but I can't disagree with it either, with your statement either. But I'm always willing to listen and learn. Right? It doesn't mean I have to agree with it or disagree with it. But for me personally, I think there is something there. I just don't think it's as extreme as he's representing, and that's fine. No big deal.
He does not
yeah,
see.
I think
I
it just
must
comes down
say.
to hyper focus.
Oh, sorry, Isaac. I don't see him doing anything like that, Isaac. Not Chewy.
I don't know. Well, didn't you meet him at Planet 13 that first day, Karen? I'm pretty sure. No. Oh, God. So funny. Isaac, you want to give us some casino history?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab this thing. Alrighty. So today we'll start, and I guess this one's for Karen. We'll start with the Aria, the brain of the strip. When Aria opened in 2009 as a part of the massive city center complex, it wasn't just a hotel. It was a flex of architecture, tech, and high-end design. No pyramids, no pirate ships, no glass, steel, and innovation. It was the most technologically advanced resort in Vegas at the time. Smart room controls, energy efficient everything, and a layout that made you feel like you were walking through a modern art gallery instead of a casino. Arya quickly earned respect in the poker world too. Its poker room became known for hosting big time cash games, celebrity matchups, and part of the High Roller Triple Crown alongside Bellagio and Wynn. If Bellagio is the tradition, Arya is the evolution. Sleek, smart, and always buzzing just under the surface. A casino built for thinkers, players, and vibe chasers alike. And let's see, what else do I have here? I
Awesome.
have Harrah's. So let's go to Harrah's. Harrah's, the People's Casino. Harrah's might not be the flashiest spot on the strip, but it's one of the most loved. Opened in its original form in 1973 as the Holiday Casino, it was rebranded by Harrah's in the 90s and became known as a place where average Joes and casual players could get their Vegas fix without feeling underdressed or out of place. No fountains, no tigers, just a wild Mardi Gras vibe and a casino floor that stays hot with action 24/7. The value plays here are strong. The drinks come fast and the atmosphere is friendly. It's one of the last joints where you can still feel that old school energy without stepping into a time warp. If the strip were high school, Harrah's is the fun kid who knew how to throw a party without showing off. A true staple for locals, tourists, and grinders alike. And that was Harrah's.
I love it. Love it. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate you and your casino history. I love it. I love learning new stuff. Okay, you guys, the WSOP changed the rule again, and let me pull the picture of it. Um, and it's about when you have to check into your table. If you can miss your big blind, you can't miss your big blind, and all that controversy about the big blind. And let me see if I can find the tweet, you guys. I'm sorry, at home I would normally have this on my computer and print it out for us, but I'm in a hotel room in Vegas, so
We're going to do what it can do.
exactly. And where is the tweet? Of course. Oh, you know what? I know where it is. Somebody sent it in the DMs. That's where it is. My friend ASG keeping us updated with all the good stuff.
Yeah, ASG definitely
Okay,
catches a lot of the good info. Facts.
absolutely. Okay, so this is Kevin Mathers tweeted this. Not day, I think it was day before yesterday, and we just didn't get to it yesterday. In response to players attempting to avoid blinds during the WSOP when late registering, comes the following new policy. And I think this is like the third new policy this summer on this, if my memory serves. So if a player, number one, sits in their seat, or two, provides ID, or three, shows their WSOP plus seat assignment to the dealer, they are considered to have checked in and must play at the first opportunity. So there you go, people. That's the yet new rule on when you're supposed to sit down or not. So there you go. Anybody want to bring anything up about that? Just want
And
to
they,
make people aware.
and they said if you come over to the table and you see the blind coming and you say you want to wait, your choice is to take it immediately or get thrown out.
Well, what if you just like look at your table number and put everything away, and you're just walking around and you just happen to go by your table and see you're in the big blind for next, and you just walk away and then come back 5 minutes later? Then what?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what it says in the tweet. So if you keep reading the rest of that tweet, you'll see he says it.
I love it. Love it. All right, let's go back to Albert. Is it? I don't even know how to say his last name. NG. Albert. He's the guy that won the Ladies Satellite online, and we were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe, just maybe, he registered accidentally. And then there was some guy that was trying to fight his battle in tweets that, you guys are convicting him and it may have been accidental. Well, lo and behold, I think he's won four of them now. So is it still accidental? Or is he just being a rude and obnoxious asshole? Just respect women enough not to play the ladies' events. I don't know how many times I've said that. If you don't think we should have ladies' events, you don't like ladies' events, you've played in ladies' events and didn't like your experience, that's okay. Stay away from them. But why ruin it for those that want to play them or see the need for them? Both opinions are fine. All opinions are fine. But it's not okay to ruin someone else's day because whatever your motivation is. And I simply tweeted to the WSOP today, either protect the women you're trying to provide opportunities for, but not allowing men playing in that field, or just do away with them and don't have them.
They seem to be becoming a popular product on the strip though, because it seems like everyone's doing ladies events. I don't know. I think the counter troll would be to do like a drag night, for all the guys who want to be in the ladies event but don't want to be a lady. You know what I mean? Like, cool, come dress in your best drag and play this event. I don't know. That'd probably be dope. I'd be laughing my ass off.
Well, Sean Deeb tried that once upon a time. It didn't work out too well for him and his friends. And again, how about just being respectful and stay away and let the ladies have the
Well,
ladies
see, that's
event?
what I mean. If that way, the ladies' event can be left alone because that way you could have the Deeb event, if you want to call it that, where they where they all cross dress. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
That
God.
would be fire. That would be fire.
Uh, uh,
Dude looks like a
okay.
lady.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys are. That's right.
Da, 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 da. Dude looks like. Okay, sorry.
Oh, I love it. All right, you guys, that trophy I saw the other day was definitely the Chip Reese trophy being carried in the building. I saw it in a picture yesterday and I was like, yes, that was the trophy I saw. And it was beautiful in person. So I'm glad they had it remade and are putting that on display. Because that was a tradition started many years ago. And I guess for the last couple of years, they didn't have one because the trophy had broken and they didn't repair it until this year. So glad they did for sure. Or I think they actually designed a new one. So it's not a repair. But anyway, I am very happy they did. I want to give some shout outs to some winners around town. And of course, uh, our favorite winner in this space today is Karen, who took 13th place at the ARIA $1,100 11 a.m. tournament. There were 417 runners. She took home $5,700 for her and her stakers. So that's great news. Over at South Point, Rachel took down the 10 p.m. Turbo. She received 1,000 in prize pool money and a ticket to their Tournament of Champions. So congrats, Rachel. Vanessa Castro took down the Venetians event number 60 ladies event for $22,000. So good for her. Dennis Charfran, I think it is Charfranin, maybe. Event number 56 at the Venetian, which was the ultimate stack. He took $51,000. Also, winner of the ladies high roller event over at the Venetian was a $2,500 buy-in, and TIRZA Sanders took home first place and 67,000. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think she won the WPT ladies event last December. I didn't have time to look that up, but I'm pretty sure she did. Also, a winner taking third place was Jackie Burkhart of the high roller event. Third place got her $28,000. So congrats to Jackie. Over at the Win, Marguerite Spag I think it's Spagnuolo, Nuolo. I don't know. Spagnuolo. Took down the ladies event. It was a $600 buy-in. There were 292 ladies, and she took home $30,000 for her win. Jesse Linus won a few days over at the Win, the high roller. It was a 25K buy-in. He took home 420, no, 412,000. Christopher Pham Lee took down Resorts World's Event 38, a $200 nightcap for $3,100. So, congrats to those winners around town. Anybody have anything they want to bring up at this time before I get into other stuff? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Earlier when you were saying that, okay, so the event you were playing yesterday, you had to go over by past the World Series Hall of Fame room. You said right, and up to the third floor. Are the
Yes.
daily deep stacks being held there again? Because I recall last year they were as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Okay, good, good, good. Because I got
Yes.
my eyes on that. So okay.
And they do have a cage there. So just I want everybody to know that because the security guard didn't even know that. But anyway, there is a cage up there in that section of the building as well. So just an FYI,
Awesome.
if you're not using the app and you have to pay cash,
And
um,
where's the poker
yeah.
org lounge at?
Okay. Do you know where Binions
Yes.
is? It's right next door,
Ah, smart.
which is an awesome location because it's in the thorough way of going between the Horseshoe and the Paris. It's really a very great. It's a great location.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to remember all these lounges so that way when I get back on Sunday, it's literally gonna be like, all right, we gotta go here. All right, we gotta go here. All right. I'm trying to get a gold ticket. God damn it.
I thought of you yesterday. We went to Giordano's for pizza for lunch before Ed left, and you could see the old red building. And I was like, damn, I can't even go get my golden ticket because they're not even open today.
Yeah, those those
Then I
those
was like,
times
oh,
kind of
that's
suck. I'm not gonna lie, like 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. or whatever. It's like, come on, fam, open at noon. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm selfish.
well. I'm just happy they have it, honestly, because I'm sure that's not a cheap place to
Oh
rent.
yeah, right? Not at all. Not at all.
So I'm thankful we have it for sure. And I'm looking forward to going there. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to offer because the poker.org lounge is amazing, just for the record. It is amazing. All right, let me get into the WSOP and what happened yesterday before we go any further. Event number 53 was the $1,500 Millie Maker. 16.5 million in the prize pool, and we finally, after day 496, have winners. Bruno Frietes is our winner, and he took home 191,000 and a screen name by uh, the name PANGZL_K took home 150,000 for finishing second in that millionaire maker. Event number 59, 1K Battle of the Ages, 2.8 million in the prize pool. There were 3,074 runners. Sebastian De Jong took home first and 335,000. Ignacio Sagra, I believe, took home 223K for the second place finish. Event number 60 is the 3K limit six handed tournament. There was 949 in the prize pool, 343 runners. There were 11 going into yesterday. The winner was Moshe Gerveli, I believe, took home 200,000, and in second place was Scott Bullman, who took home 129,000, and a notable Stephanie Wynn took home eighth for 16,000. Moving right along to event number 61, which was the $500 freeze out. And I'm so happy for this winner. Craig Savage took home 229,000. Pardon me. And he's from the USA. And Tony Harrison, also of the USA, took home second and 152K. So, congratulations to all those winners. Event number 62 is the 5K six-handed no limit tournament, 5.5 million in the prize pool. There were 1168 runners, 54 moving on to today. At the top is $855,000. Nazar Bulavo has 7.6 million in chips, and Robert Ash, Ashlam has 2.7 million in his chip stack. So good luck to them. Over in event number 63, which was the $1,500 low ball triple draw six handed, there were 635 runners, 875,000 in the prize pool. 11 are returning for today. There's 157,000 waiting at the top. Hideki Nukamara has 2.9 million in chip stack, and James Tilton has 2.4 million in second place. Notable Heather Acorn went out 71st for $3,000. Event number 64 is this 1K Super Seniors, had 3,338 runners, 860 returned today. 3 million is waiting at the top for, I'm sorry, no. 3 million in the prize pool, 356,000 is waiting for the winner. Julio, 1234 is our chip leader with 765,000, and Menahem Asher has 280,000 in second place. And notable Mary McKenzie's in fifth with 263,000, and our friend Kenna James is in 19th place with 212,000. Event number 65, the 1K tag team event, 1.2 million in the prize pool, 1,373 runners. There are 276 going into Wednesday, 184,000 waiting for the first place team. Team Sequin is in first place with 436,000. Team Rotor is in second with 336K. The last tournament to cover from yesterday is event number 66, the 50K Poker Players Championship, 4.2 million in the prize pool. There were 88 runners, 68 will return today. Screen name KYLEEL is our chip leader with 903,000. Jeremy Osmus, 886K in second. The Grinder Mizrachi is in third with, or has 849K. Big Cooney's still in there with 828,000, which that's great news for Team Spacers. Some notables, another Team Spacer, Ben Lamb is still in there with 217K. Some other notables are Esther Taylor's in there, Seaver, REA, The Mouth, and Glazer all still in it to win it. So there's a little recap from yesterday. And I see Greg is requesting. We'll let him up here and see what he wants to add to this conversation. Hey, Greg, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to report in live with some results from a friend of mine.
Awesome.
Okay, you wouldn't know him. His name is Olivier Brodeur. He's a French Canadian that I knew back in Fernie, back in the 2010s. He's stuck with his poker, everything, and he's been going back to the series for the last few years. And he got in the 1500 milli maker, no little hold'em day two. He finished at 643 out of 11,000, and nearly 12,000 for 4,730. So congrats, and shout out to Mr. Olivier Brodeur.
Thank you for that, Greg.
Thank you.
I
I'm glad I got
appreciate
to
that.
shout him out on this space, because you never know. He might even be listening. He's a poker enthusiast that I know from 20 years ago.
I love that. That is so cool that you're following him and you're giving him the shout out. Thank you,
I
Greg.
never hear from him, but one of the things he posts every year is these beautiful shots that the Poker News takes of him at the table. I could share it down below if you want me to, give you a
Please
photo.
do.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if I see him, I'm going to say, I know Greg Lark, and he was giving you a shout out.
I shared him the old screenshots from back in the day when it was like
Aww.
announcing like Snoop Dogg and Coco with featuring Greg Lark as the space. Anyway, I'll share the photo.
I love that. Thank you so much, Greg. That is awesome. I I'm just telling you, and you guys, we've talked about this before. It's always better when we know somebody, right? It's always better when we know somebody and we can celebrate somebody we know. I love it so much. I love it, love it, love it. I see some folks down there in the goo. Brad's working today. Hey, Larry, Exec Dat,
All right,
Sandy, Joy,
I
and
sent off the
Blue.
photos, Sherry. They're on their way.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. That is so cool. I love the fact that you follow him, Greg. That is awesome. Thank you. All right. Anybody have anything they want to bring up before we move on? I always like to go ahead.
I just want to double up on Olivier Brodeur. Just like use the French spelling. Like I can spell it out for you, but I do speak French. But Olivier Brodeur. Say it in a Trump accent. It might even cheer you up a little bit.
Well, let me just tell you something, Greg. I think that's the voice you should probably use when you're talking to women. That little
Ah
Frenchy
oui oui
voice, just for
oui
the
oui.
record.
Je ne sais quoi, mais je le fais. Oui 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 on dit les choses.
Hey, how do you say
Quelque temps.
19 in French?
Oui, 19.
These nuts is right.
Isaac coming in hot with the jokes. God. Oh God. I love my life so much. Okay, did anybody else? Isaac, did you have anything else you
Nah,
wanted
I
to
think I
bring
did
up?
what I needed to
What's
do right
going on?
there.
Oh God, I can't stop laughing. I am tired. I think I'm going for a nap. I may not. I have to go down and book an appointment for something I'm working on, but I may play that satellite. I may not. I may just go take a nap.
You know what? I don't mean to
Karen,
play
did you
devil's
eat?
advocate,
Oh,
but
go
you better go play that satellite.
ahead. Oh, that would mean I have to shower and do my hair and makeup. Okay, I'll see
Slay,
about it
queen.
after we're done with
Slay.
this space. Do you hear my little whiny voice kick in right
It's
there?
okay. It's okay.
Karen, Karen, do you know the name of the breakfast buffet place in the Paris?
Are you talking about a
Oh,
Flavor Town?
I don't know because I don't know the name of
I
it.
know the one
So
you're
it's,
talking about, but yeah, I don't know the name of it either.
Yeah, because I know Flavor Town is doing their buffet thing for the series.
do you know where in the Paris it
It's
is?
right between the Paris and the Horseshoe. As you're exiting Horseshoe, going towards Paris, it's gonna be on your right. Like literally, as soon as you
Okay.
pass the cages and everything, it's pretty big. You'll see it on the right.
Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking a buffet is the way to go because I can get some fresh fruit and yeah, some choices today may be a good thing.
Choice is always a good thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't do crepes and I don't do waffles. And so a buffet, may have some choices that I would actually eat. I'm
Wait a
very
minute.
picky.
You don't do crepes or waffles?
No, I don't. I'm a pancake girl.
Okay.
I'm an IHopper.
Yeah, I feel that. I do when it comes to breakfast. Although I've had a waffle a couple times, but if it ain't accompanied by some chicken wings, get that shit the fuck from around me.
Ah, and see,
How do
Greg's probably
waffles
going
and
chicken
chicken wings
wings.
go
Yeah,
together?
I knew it. I
What the
knew it.
fuck is that?
Apparently, my friend, you've never heard of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Chicken and
100%.
waffles is a
100%.
big thing.
Look, man, bring me
Big thing.
over. Bring me over. Get me involved. I want to see what this is about.
Listen, Greg, if you
I'm
can
all
get
for it.
your ass to Vegas, probably not this year, but if you can get there next year, buddy, I will take you to a place called Blueberry Hill. It's a magical
Mm,
land where they have
okay.
waffles with an apple compote and some chicken wings.
Okay.
That shit right
I'm
there
listening.
is life changing.
Okay.
And sorry, Greg, my days of helping people come over the pond are
No, no,
over.
I'm
Sorry,
not
but
telling anyone to help me bring that. I'm saying Asimov ETH. He's an Ethereum guy, a crypto guy. He got the fucking coin.
Yeah, I got the fucking coin, all right. No,
I
you mean the
know
rug
you do.
fucking coin? That's the one I got.
he
Hey,
bought the Haktui girl coin.
hey,
You know
no,
where
no.
that got him.
Look, it's just nice to talk to Asimov again. We've been We've been tight for a long
Yeah,
time.
man. Greg's good. He's cool people, man. We've had some good conversation. I fuck with Greg.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Although I will
Well,
say that when Barry comes in and says, "Shut the fuck up, Greg," I can't help but laughing. But
hell, I wish he would. I wish he would. I wish he'd come and put me in my place.
oh man,
Yeah.
that's when Barry's on beast mode.
We've been missing that
Don't
shit,
fuck with
man.
Barry when he's on beast mode. Trust.
Exactly. Don't fuck with Barry. Like, yeah, he's blocked me before, but we're
Not
No
not in a
way.
long time.
yeah.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh God, so
Yeah.
funny.
Let's get the band back together. Let's go.
We've been here the whole
Oh
time.
Lord,
Yeah, I know you would.
me too.
Look, don't me too me.
Me too. I've been here the whole time too, Greg.
Me. Well, no, I just got here, so yeah.
Been here the whole
Hey,
I
time.
got
but
booted
real quick,
before.
I'm gonna blow a blue spot because she's in Vegas or she's gonna be in Vegas. So we gotta make sure we link up. Stop paying with me, Blue. Don't be hiding from me.
And don't be hiding from me either, Blue. You little
There's
rascal.
no anonymous listeners, guys.
We don't care if there are or not.
What the fuck is an anonymous
The more
listener?
the
That's
merrier.
me 90% of the time.
Ah, Gitmo boy, huh? Now we
Hmm.
know. Now we know.
Oh yeah, no, there's no secrets here. That feature was gold.
I think it is gold for lots of reasons. When I need to go to sleep at night, I can go anonymous and go to sleep listening to nice, quiet voices chatting away in the space. And then I, of course, get abruptly, woken up when you have somebody screaming and yelling at someone else. But it's okay. Most of the time, it's a good way to doze off.
No, 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 no. That's the worst way to doze off ever. You want to doze off? Just go onto YouTube, chuck some some meditation music or some lo-fi, like beats on. That's probably better.
Yeah, that doesn't do it
Yeah,
for
that
me.
shit gay as
I
fuck.
used to
Actually,
listen.
we
Oh shit!
Oh,
just gonna keep. Listen,
Absolutely.
listen. I'm spiritually in tune as the next man, but I'm gonna tell you, try and listen to Om or any fucking 356 fucking whatever fucking frequency. All of that shit is cute, but you know what works really well? Sade. Sade relaxes.
Sade.
oh.
Oh.
Well, I'm just going to say that I used to listen to Norm and Chad, right?
Oh no,
I
not
mean, not
Norman
Nor
Chad.
Lon and
What?
Chad, uh, because they talk so low when they're announcing, and it would just lull me to
Yeah,
sleep. And
look,
I found that out
the
about
golden days were
four,
beautiful, Sherry, but
4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, I know.
And so I just started listening to them on YouTube. When I couldn't fall asleep, I'm like,
Mm.
let me put Lon and Norm on. So now that's changed to somebody's late night space. And,
Okay, fair
as long
enough.
as it's
Fair
not
enough.
too
I'm not here to
hyper.
challenge you. I'm not here to challenge you.
Oh, and believe me, you're no challenge, but it's
Oh,
okay. I get what you're saying.
really? I'll just stick around forever. You know.
Yeah,
You
like
know
a
that's funny
cockroach,
you
but we
say that,
love
Sherry, about
cockroaches.
Lon Chad. You know who does that too? Like, and shouts out to him because I mean he's a hell of a mind. But Nick Schulman, whenever he's announcing shit, as
Yes,
soon as he's like, "Oh yeah, Ace Jack wants to check here," you know, he starts
exactly.
talking all that shit. I'm done.
Exactly.
I'm done.
I listen to him and Ali too, and I'm like, okay, time to go to
Yeah, I'm
sleep.
knocked the fuck out by like the third act.
Exactly.
Who was the commentator that identified the Phil Hellmuth beef sandwich moment?
Oh, I
The
don't even
fucking what? The
remember.
who? Say it again.
I said who was the commentator that chimed in on the Phil Hellmuth beef
I want to say that was
sandwich
Ali
incident?
Najad probably.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
okay,
was
that makes
probably
sense.
him. Oh man, I love that shit. When he gets the sandwich and he's fucking it up. Yeah, it's awesome. Hellmute,
Yeah,
man. Ah, Hellmute.
yeah, yeah.
I love it. So fun.
Oh,
Oh, Larry
hilarious.
Fine said, fuck Hellmute.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Come up and talk,
He's gonna
Larry.
come tell you
Yeah.
himself. Go ahead, Larry,
There he
whenever
is.
you're connected. Oh, it may have been Bart.
I used to watch How the Universe Works, which is Mike Rowe, that guy. He does the announcing on that show. Would put me to sleep, but then I discovered on YouTube rain. They have these rain videos. Just you hear just rain, the noise of sound of rain falling. Black screen, rain falling knocks me out like better than Xanax. I swear to God, works like a charm.
A lot of people like the rain.
No
A
thunder
lot
though. They
do.
got thunder versions. I tried the thunder version. It's not good. Just straight rain is good.
Yeah, you don't want the thunder to roll,
Hey,
Yeah, I don't
I
think
heard
that's a
something
good idea.
funny today. That the Barstool does this sort of trivia question every day. And today's trivia question was, what country has the highest body count on the planet? Right. And
You
so they
mean
had,
sex-wise or
yeah. So they
war-wise?
had, so they had all these people guessing all these like Brazil and sort of typical countries, right? Well, it turns out I won't tell you who's number one, and we'll spoil it. But Australia was number two at like
I wouldn't be surprised, brother.
13.7 on average people
Really?
in your lifetime. And of
Holy
course,
shit.
I had to immediately
Is that
text.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
immediately tweeted about whether or not they threw you into that count, Greg, because you're going to drag those numbers down drastically if they threw you in there.
Oh,
Oh, my God. No, like, drastically the other way, my man. Sorry to let you down.
I
I'm
confronted them.
still single
We'll
at
see if they
47. Like,
respond. I
you
put
know,
it up there.
But Larry, so who are the planet's biggest sluts? I need to know.
Well, all right. Just spoiler alert for anyone who wants to keep track at home. You would never guess in a bazillion years. I could give you 30 guesses, you wouldn't get it.
Italians.
No,
let's
that's
have
too
some
obvious.
guesses. Let's
That's
have
what
some
I said.
guesses.
Like
I'm gonna say
France. I was like,
Icelanders.
okay, France. If it's not Brazil, it's like
China.
Turkey.
Yo,
What?
hold on.
Turkey.
Yeah,
Hold on though.
like
Yup.
14.3 or something on average. It's crazy. Turkey. Yeah, yeah.
Turkey.
They're
I
still
guess I don't
rookie
know. No
numbers, though.
cable over there. What are you going to do?
Is
Those are
Turkey
rookie
part of
numbers,
like the
man.
Czech area of the planet?
No.
Isn't like Czechoslovakia and Turkey
Oh,
kind of
Uh,
close?
it's a Muslim country, right?
I
Damn.
mean they have some pretty big mosques, yeah, but that's like historical. But yeah. I mean Turkish, okay.
No cable TV. Guarantee that's why.
I've
Flavor.
seen some shit come out of Turkey that was like, "Woo, okay, that looks like a fun place to be."
Gobble gobble.
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're doing, Isaac. They're
Exactly.
gobble
That's what the
gobbling
fuck
it.
I'm talking about.
Well, who would have ever? You're never going to get. You could give somebody 50 guesses, they wouldn't pick Turkey.
No, you
They would
wouldn't.
look at it and go, "No, that can't be it." And just move right on.
Mm-hmm.
You could circle it on the map, and I still would say I don't really believe it because that's
I mean,
incredible.
you
But
know
there
what?
you
It makes
go.
a lot
Because
of
that's
sense
apparently.
because that's like one of the oldest places on the planet. So they've been getting freaky for like
Oh,
a good
Well, okay,
20,000 years over there. You know what I mean?
I
yeah, but
see.
and the one Indian guy they asked, of course, he guessed India. He's like, what do you mean? We got the biggest population, so all we do is fuck over there. What are you talking about? Like, how can we not be ahead?
Hey, all they do is that and stink. Cause I'm fucking sorry, but yo,
Oh
so no,
God.
listen, some of them motherfuckers are so ripe. My God.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I used to work with a couple that I was like thinking to myself, do you guys ever take a shower? Like
Well, I
ever
mean, just
I
for
mean, that.
perspective, I
shower?
mean, they bathe in the
Oh,
Ganges, so I'm gonna just leave it there.
Oh, look,
ugh.
man. Stop with the racism.
Yeah, this took a weird
It's not
turn.
Not
This
fucking
took a
racist.
racist.
weird,
It's
weird
fucking real.
turn.
God damn it.
Not racist. We're talking our truth. It's not racist. We're talking about something we have experienced with
Yeah, you and your
somebody.
fucking freaky
It's not
Australian
racist.
fucking,
Well,
you
that's
back the
fine.
fuck
Look,
up.
man.
That's fine if
Look,
you
man.
say
I'm dragging
Bob
Kevin's
doesn't
way up. You
shower
know,
every
but like,
day, but when you
as
say all
a nearly
Indian people,
50-year-old
that's when
man
you got
who's
a
still
problem.
single, you could expect as much.
I said two people.
I'm gonna
I
say
said
half the
two people.
population of Bellflower, California, because I've encountered enough of them.
I mean, the idea of someone with a body count under 10 is just so foreign to me. You know, like, not that I get any anymore. Like, I haven't had sex in fucking ages, but um,
Greg,
back in my heyday, I was prolific.
Greg with the low
You know,
key passive aggressive brag.
yeah. I mean, but I was shopping around, and it maybe it bit me in the ass. Who knows? Does it mean that I'm going to be single forever?
I don't think
I
that
don't know.
counts, Greg. You can't count a bite in the ass as body count numbers.
Oh, anyway, I'm more than willing for you to own me right now, Larry. I want to be mates. I want to be friends with you, Larry.
I'm friends with everybody, Greg.
Yeah, but you blocked me.
Uh
Yeah, a
oh.
long time ago. Yeah.
No, it was like 2 months ago. A month ago,
Well,
I
in,
don't
in Space's time frames, that's like
know. I know it's nothing. It's like a
that's a
blip on the fucking
previous
radar, right?
century. Whatever.
Yeah, I have faith, man. That's why I love you, Larry.
We have a love-hate relationship, Greg.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Usually fly off the handle and get all enraged and block me. I've never blocked you.
Well, I take homage with fly off the handle and become enraged. That's a bit of an exaggeration, right?
I look, I've flown off the handle too. Like I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I haven't.
I listen. In all fairness, I warned you like 3 times.
Yeah, no, I was
I
listening. I
mean,
was talking to you in a space, and you were like, "Oh, I'm warning you, Greg. I'm going to block you."
yeah, because you kept
And
interrupting.
you're holding true to your values. That's cool.
I couldn't finish the sentence without you interrupting me. So I got, yeah, I got.
Have you been in a space with me before? Jesus,
What the?
it's been 3 years, dude. 3 years.
It's funny. Wait a second. What are you trying to suggest? Because it's just what you do that it makes it okay. No, it doesn't work that way, Greg.
Okay, all right. All right. I'm submitting to Larry logic. Okay, I love you, Larry. I want to be friends. I love you, Asimov.
Greg,
Indeed.
I'm actually kind of mad at you. You were very,
Why?
I don't want to falsely accuse you of something, but it was very, it appeared that you were being very insensitive to a woman who was just lost her father, passed away, and was in a space sort of venting that and talking about that,
What?
sharing that openly. And there was all this laughter track going on top of her talking about losing her dad.
Who was that?
Well, gun to my head, buddy, it was you.
No, but who was the woman?
Couldn't tell you. I only went into space because
Exactly.
you were in there. So I'm like, oh, what's Greg? Greg's stirring shit up in here. Let me go and see what's going on. So I went in there and it was all this drama. And this woman was very upset, crying upset. I mean, emotionally upset about her father's passing. And somebody made some sort of passing joke about it or whatever. And she went off the deep end. And somebody just kept dropping the laugh track over top of her.
Was it me?
It everyone in.
No, I don't do that. I don't use the soundboard, dude.
Okay.
I don't use the soundboard.
Okay.
Trust me. Look, I've been known to use a sound, but I wouldn't do that. No, God, come on, man. I'm not a fucking monster.
Okay.
Hey. I don't know. Like, if you can't tell me who you're talking about, then I mean, there's
I don't
no
know the
point
woman's
saying
name. Do you know? Do you know my name, Greg?
Larry Funk.
No, that's not my name.
No, I don't know your real name. No,
So what are we talking about here?
I don't know. Why?
Good
Why?
question. Moving right along, I'm going to talk about what's going on at
Thank
the
you.
Win today. 12 o'clock is day 2 of their no limit tournament. At 1300 hours is satellite into the main for $1,100. They're doing 20 seats. At 1800 hours is a satellite into the main, $1,100, 10 seat guarantee for that satellite. Over at the Aria today is the Mystery Bounty Ladies event at 11 o'clock, $800 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. At 12 o'clock is the No Limit Tournament, $1,100 buy-in, 250K guarantee. Also at the Aria today at 1500 hours is a PLO tournament. And this is actually over at the Poker Go studio. It's a $10,500 buy-in, but if you show up early, it's only a $10,000 buy-in. So they're trying to give you some incentive to come early to that tournament. Over at the Venetian today at 10:10 is a no limit day 1A, a $1,600 buy in, $1.5 million guarantee. At 12:10 p.m. is their Big O Bounty, $1,100 buy in, 150K guarantee. Over at the MGM today, 10 o'clock is their no limit tournament, $250 buy in, 10K guarantee. At 1800 hours is their day 2 of their no limit tournament. At 1400 hours at the MGM Grand is a mystery bounty, $400 buy in, 40K guarantee. At 1800 hours is their no limit, $250 buy in, 10K guarantee. And at 2100 hours at the MGM Grand is their $150 buy in, 3K guarantee. Over at the Orleans at 11 o'clock is their no limit tournament, $400 buy in, 40K guarantee. 1600 hours is their Torse, and that's with a T tournament, $240 buy in, 10K guarantee. 1800 hours is their no limit tournament, $200 buy in, 15K guarantee. And then over at the Golden Nugget, 11 o'clock is their Mystery Bounty Day 1A, $1,200 buy in. 12 o'clock is their Raz Tournament, $400 buy in. And at 1800 hours is their No Limit Tournament, $200 buy in. And for those that don't know, just joining us for the summer, I stopped reading the Golden Nuggets guarantees because they kept changing them and I didn't want to add to the confusion. So that's why I don't read their guarantees. So thank you. Isaac, do you have anything you want to read to us?
Yeah. You want me to get the schedules or?
Yeah, yeah, go right ahead. And while you're pulling it up, I'll read. South Point today has a 10:10 a.m. daily tournament, $120 buy-in, 10K guarantee. At 2:10 is their Turbo Bounty, $120 buy-in, 5K guarantee. 6:10 p.m. is their Deeper Stack, $240 buy-in, 20K guarantee. And at 10:10 p.m. is their Turbo Bounty, $120 buy-in, 3K guarantee. And don't forget that their $200,000 South Point closer starts on Monday, July the 7th. And they have ladies events tomorrow or Friday, and we'll talk about those then. So go right ahead, Isaac.
Sure. Okay, let's get it started. Over at Westgate, Las Vegas, they offer a variety of daily poker tournaments at 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. There's a $45 buy-in no limit hold'em tournament at 7 p.m., a $65 buy-in no limit hold'em tournament, and 9 p.m., a $60 buy-in no limit hold'em tournament as well. Additionally, they host a 3 p.m. Lazy Pineapple tournament with a $45 buy-in. And that is the Westgate. Or moving over to Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood conducts 4 daily no limit hold'em tournaments at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Each tournament has a $100 buy-in and offers a starting stack of 20K chips. Over at Red Rock Casino, they host their daily no limit hold'em tournament at 10:35 a.m. The buy-ins vary by day. Monday through Thursday, it's $125, and Friday to Sunday, it's $150. Each tournament offers a starting stack of 25K chips. Over at Caesars, there's their 10 a.m. $120 buy-in, their 2 p.m. $160 buy-in, 6 p.m. $120 buy-in, and lastly 9 p.m. $160 buy-in tournaments. Each one of them offers a $50 add-on, and starting stack varies from 15K to 20K chips. Over at Resorts World, they have their 1205 $200 no limit, and their 705 $200 no limit, both 25K starting stack and 30-minute levels, and a 3K guarantee. Finally, over at Mandalay Bay, they have their $60 no limit hold'em at 8 p.m. that has a 10K starting stack and 15-minute levels with no guarantee.
Even Sean McCormack lost his fucking will to live then.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Greg?
I said even Sean McCormack lost his will to live listening to that.
Sean McCormick lost his will to live listening to tournament schedules?
There, now you can just go ahead and just not even worry about it,
Can we
Greg.
just hit him with the shut the fuck
Um,
up, Greg? Shut the fuck up, Greg.
Yep, we sure did. It was a silent shut the fuck up. And no, I'm not letting you back up, Greg. You're being rude. Not going to have it. So there you go.
You old freaky
Exec deck.
Australian.
As soon as you connect, Exec Deck, you've got the floor. Go ahead, bud. Go ahead, Exec Deck.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I didn't want to interrupt here. I just wanted to tap in and say hi, and I got a couple simple general questions. But what the hell is that about? I mean, looking for the emoticon with the middle finger, and I don't have it. You know.
I keep requesting from Milan that we need a middle finger icon. I mean emoji. It would be amazing.
My middle finger is well used, and so it's a fave of mine. But hope you're doing well. How's everything today?
Doing good, Exec. Thank you for joining us this morning. Doing good, doing good. You coming back this weekend or not?
July 4th weekend is my tentative plans right now.
Okay, so we'll miss each other because I leave on the 3rd, but I'm glad I did get to spend some time with you though.
Yeah, I'm trying to push to come out on the 1st, and one of the reasons is because I knew you were leaving on the 3rd, and hopefully we can hang out again a little bit. That was so much fun, and I was such in a food coma that I slept in like crazy and missed spaces the next day. I really wanted to listen in and chime in on how much fun it was, and just slept right through it, and woke up at like 11, and I was like, "What happened?" I never am sleeping that late, but what a great time. So
Well,
much fun. And I will not drop the name of that restaurant. I know it's prior. It is secret unless you are part of the gang. So, that was awesome, and can't wait to do it again.
well, thank you for the kind words. And for those that don't know, there, Software Brian introduced me to a magnificent Japanese cuisine restaurant. And we've decided to keep the name silent because it's kind of a small place. And if we tell too many people about it, then when we want reservations, there won't be any space for us. Yes, it's selfish, but I don't care. If you want to go with us when we're in town, say, hey, let's go to Japanese. Or if I say, I made the announcement at the meetup game, we're going to Japanese, I booked some extra seats. If anybody wants to go, you're welcome to join us. Then you can find out where we go. Otherwise, it's top secret. Because believe me, when I say it's the best Japanese I've ever had in my life, I am not joking.
We had dinner. So my wife is a total foodie when it comes to Vegas, and she wants to hit all the best joints. And we went to Nobu the next night, and I would have rather been at this Japanese restaurant. It was so much better. Nobu was so compared to that,
And
honestly.
I've only had breakfast at Nobo's, so I can't really comment on that. But I'm going to tell you, this Japanese restaurant's just a different level.
Yeah,
It's like Javier's. When you say Javier's, everybody's been there. Everybody knows it's fantastic. This Japanese restaurant is the
yeah.
epitome of Japanese restaurants. Honest to
So
God.
many individual bites that were just OMG. Honestly, it was great. So thank you for exposing me to that. But I don't want to hoard too much time. But Asimov, you are the man, as usual. But two quick questions. So is there a website that has real deep details on each of the WSOP events? Specifically, there's a summer celebration around July 4th, and I'm wondering if it's similar to the Independence Day celebration from last year. Well, where if you make it through day one, you can cash in your chips for a cash prize, and then play the next flight, day one, the next day.
Okay, so what you need to do is go on to you need to go on to I'm trying to think of where they moved the structure sheets to. I'll tell you what, go on Kim Unger's spreadsheet of all the tournaments in Vegas over the summer, because she is definitely linked. And I'm wondering if Kenny did too. Kenny Hallert may have this structure sheets linked as well in his spreadsheet. And you could click, pick the tournament, click on it, and it should have the structure sheet pop up, and look on the bottom of the structure sheet for those instructions,
Okay.
or at the top, wherever it may be. But
Okay, great. I'll look for that. Yeah, I'm looking for that one tournament. It's a really good format, and played in it last year. Didn't quite make it to the end of day one. Played like 10 hours and then got busted. So it was a little bummer. I want to hit that
Oh,
again and make that.
you're cutting out, but I got the point that you want to make it to day two in that event. So good luck. And I hope you come early so I can see you again. selfishly, selfishly. Um, but yeah, Japanese in Vegas, amazing. So hit me up if you want to go, people. We try to go a couple of times when I'm out here. If I'm here, like
Gosh,
I'm here 2 weeks.
gosh darn phone calls.
Yep, it'll do it. It'll mess you up every time.
Sorry, I don't know if you caught that last question, but I was looking for cash rooms that have bad beat jackpots or hourly drawings or any bonuses.
Okay, so South Point does for sure, and I don't know of any others because
Okay.
I haven't played any cash in so long.
That's a very good question, actually. I'll try to see what I can find for you, Exec Deck. I got you, bud.
Okay. A little tip: I played in the WS room cash tables, and they had seats open for every game at all times. It was really great. I sat for hours waiting at other places, but in the WSOP main room, I think it's the main event room, but yeah, cash tables open play all the time. So it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, if you can't find a seat at the WSOP, something's off because they're sitting you as fast as they can.
Yep, it was pretty good. So that's what I've got for today. But thank you as usual. You have a great day.
Thank you, Bud. Thanks, I appreciate you for detouring us. And sorry, Greg, you're probably back in the goo now, listening in anonymous because we're just not going to be rude, Greg. We're just not going to be rude. Came in here so nice, giving us celebration of a friend's, amazing run at the WSOP. Gave us his stats, his name. I love it. And then you took a turn for the worse. And sorry,
Yeah,
but
that may be
it was
partially
not him.
my fault, though. In all honesty, I have to take accountability for my part in that whole thing.
Well, and I'm not disagreeing that you were poking the bear.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
I'm not in disagreement with that, but he is an adult, and we're trying to make announcements about tournaments, and he's being rude about that, and that's just not going to go in this space. So, because look at Karen. Karen benefited from those announcements yesterday. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Saved me an hour.
And there you go. She could just take and relax an extra hour before heading to her tournament.
Have a couple treats from Planet 13, all there.
Oh, Karen, I almost called you. What day was it? Today is Wednesday, Monday night, I think it was. I almost called you and said, "Can I get a gummy?" Because I could not. Was it Monday night or Sunday night? I can't remember when the hell it was. I was like, "Can I get a?" I was going to call you and say, "Can I get a gummy?"
I got
Oh,
plenty.
that's so funny. All right, you guys. I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go around the horn. If somebody has something they like to bring up, make comments about a new topic, I don't care. Now's the time. Larry, I'm going to start with you, bud.
Oh, I'm good. Thank you, Sherry.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Exec deck, you next.
Just shout out to you for always being there and always being positive and helping out the community. Really appreciate you. And I know he's not in here, but Sean McCormick, I never got a chance to thank online. I did thank in person, but in one of the Splash the Pots, I got a 2-night stay at the Bellagio. That staff for your meetup game was just amazing and just so welcoming, and that's my new favorite place. So thanks. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. And they were above and beyond. And I'm going to tell you something. My son and I went to a different casino. We've gone to several when he left yesterday, but during his stay, of course, we went to a couple of different places. And after the meetup game, within the time frame before he left yesterday, we went to another casino, and And within 30 minutes of being in that casino, we looked at each other and almost word for word, he goes, "This, we're not at the Bellagio anymore." And the reason we had looked at each other is because the dealers were like real snippy to one of the customers. And so he and I looked at each other and he said, "We're not at the Bellagio anymore." And it was so evident. Like, and we talked about it over lunch. We had been playing craps and we played for probably about 2 hours and then we went to dinner actually. And we talked about it over dinner, how noticeably different the staff was between the two properties that we had been at, the Bellagio and this one. And it's really a shame that it's that noticeable to a customer. It really is a shame. And, operators need to think about that. Go to the Bellagio, hang out for a while, see what they're doing, and then go to your casino and see how it is. Go in disguise at your casino so people don't. Because if you're one of the bosses, you're getting the royal treatment, but are your customers? And at the Bellagio, everybody was getting the royal treatment. And it was fabulous. It was fabulous. They treated us well for sure. Appreciate those folks at the Bellagio and Sean McCormick. All right, Karen Chess, anything you'd like to bring up, add, comment about?
Think I'm good.
Awesome. Good luck today. Let me know what you're going to do, girl.
I will.
Okay. Isaac. Oh my God, that didn't come out right. Isaac.
That's all right. That's quite all right. I can take it. Yeah, just thanks to everybody for pulling up for day 30. This is not easy, so hats off, Sherry, because running this while running everything else can be so much chaos, but it looks like we're getting pretty good at this, right? So think
It,
I think besides Greg Lark, this was a fantastic space. Um, yeah, see y'all tomorrow. Good luck out there today. Karen, Sherry, any of y'all playing? Get him. Get him. And what up, Jeff? I see you down there. Nice to see you in the space, bro.
hey, Jeff with one F, and John too. I see you and Brad
Hell yeah.
and Doug. Appreciate you all showing up for sure. And appreciate your kind words, Isaac. And Greg was great too. I have to give him, like I said, when he came in awesome. I loved every minute of it. The authenticity was amazing. But rude remarks, we're just not going to tolerate it. We're working too hard to put this shit together every day. To have somebody come in rude about it. So there you go. If you don't like what we're doing, just leave for a few minutes and come back or don't. I don't care. But don't be rude to us about it. That's for sure. So appreciate everybody listening. If you're listening at a future time, I appreciate you as well. Get out and touch the grass, people. Much love. Goodbye.